Revelation Unraveled, Part 26, The Great Tribulation Continued. Practically all interpreters of Revelation claim that the Antichrist suffers the head wound himself and pretends a resurrection in imitation of Christ. It could happen this way, but the most important thing to remember is that the miracle is phony and that the healing occurs after the true resurrection of the two witnesses and is a pathetic response to that godly miracle. The leader of the one world religion will be the false pope, who will also undoubtedly be elected head of the World Council of Churches and similar organizations. After he announces Antichrist's coming, he will follow him and move the Vatican to Jerusalem. It is from Jerusalem that these two evildoers enforce the tyrannical laws outlined in verses 12 through 17. The word beast can refer to both the one world empire as well as its principal architect, the Antichrist. Just as the woman clothed with the sun represents both Mary and her spiritual seed, the church. The fierce, animalistic character of the Antichrist, bear, lion, and leopard, contrasts with the heavenly jewels which grace Our Lady, the sun, moon, and stars. And I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns, like to a lamb's, and he spoke as a dragon. And he executed all the power of the former beast in his sight, and he caused the earth, and them that dwell therein, to adore the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he did great signs, so that he made even fire to come down from heaven upon the earth in the sight of man. And he seduced them that dwell on the earth by the signs which were given him to perform in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and lived. The Antichrist, world leader, and the antipope, false prophet, will put on a great show of being meek as lambs, but are in reality as ravenous as wolves. Life under the 8th world tyrannical order will be the worst ever. It will be hell on earth. The second beast, coming up out of the earth, represents the false prophet or antipope. Father Kramer states that the earth that he comes from represents the Gentiles. This indicates, by contrast, that the Antichrist is a Jew, probably from the tribe of Dan, which is excluded from St. John's list of the tribes of Israel, from which 144,000 are saved. The Gentile false prophet, the antipope, will exercise his chief function by promoting a false one-world religion organized to worship the Antichrist. And it was given him to give life to the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should speak, and should cause that whoever will not adore the image of the beast should be slain. And he shall make all, both little and great, rich and poor, freemen and bondmen, to have a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell but he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. He that has understanding, let him compute the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The 3 rulers in Rome, plus Satan, constitute the 4 evil entities of Revelation: the dragon, Satan, the one-world beast, the Antichrist, and the false prophet or antipope. As is becoming readily apparent, the numbers 3 and 4 are very significant in St. John's work. and the four evil entities can be subdivided into three separate groupings of three each. The three beasts are the Antichrist, the world beast, and the false prophet. The three who go to hell are the false prophet, Satan, and the Antichrist. The three with 7 heads and 10 horns are the dragon, the world beast, and the Antichrist. The three evil entities who go to hell, as expressed by St. John, form an unholy trinity which parodies the true Holy Trinity. The dragon, Satan, from the air, the 7-headed beast, Antichrist, from the sea, and the 2-horned beast, false prophet or antipope, from the earth, form a structural trinity, solid, liquid, and gas. When all three parts of a structural trinity are present, that means the evil is unified, total, and complete. Each one of the four evil entities has 7 main attributes or activities for a total of 28. It should be noted that Babylon sells 28 different kinds of merchandise, which are described by the author in groupings of 3 and 4, Revelation 18:12 through 16. The dragon from the air has 7 heads and 10 horns. Tail drags 1/3 of stars from sky, battles St. Michael and is cast to earth, persecutes the woman, casts river after woman, makes war with the woman's seed, stands upon sand of the sea. The beast from the abyss, kingdom becomes dark, has 7 heads and 10 horns, is full of blasphemy, was, is not, goes to destruction, receives power from 10 kings, will make harlot desolate, kills the 2 prophets. The beast from the sea has 7 heads and 10 horns, receives power from the dragon, features of a lion, bear, and leopard, head wound is healed, receives power for 42 months, blasphemes God and his tabernacle, overcomes saints, gains power over entire earth. The beast from the earth has 2 horns, like a lamb, speaks like a dragon, executes power of the first beast, causes earth to adore the beast, causes fire to come down from heaven, forces everyone to adore image of the beast, causes image of the beast to speak, forces everyone to take the mark of the beast. Another series of 4 occurrences, which are actually a combination of 2 groups, consisting of 3 events in one group and 1 in the other, are the 1260-day time periods, which refer to 4 different events, 3 of which occur simultaneously. The one isolated occurrence is the 1260 days that the 2 witnesses prophesy during the first half of the 7 years of tribulation, B4. The second half of the 7 years of tribulation is marked by 3 coinciding events: the 42-month reign of the Antichrist, the 1260 days that the woman is nourished in the desert, W5 and R5, and the 42 months that the holy city is trodden underfoot by the Gentiles, B4. The holy city stands for Jerusalem, trodden by the Antichrist, as well as the Catholic Church, trodden by the Antipope. There has always been much speculation as to what the image of the beast consists of and what is meant by worshiping the beast. The technology is already available for televised images to be transmitted worldwide, and also for cameras to be installed inside video receivers to send pictures of anyone watching back to those in charge of monitoring TV signals to determine if someone may not be giving a Sig Heil every time the Antichrist image is flashed on the screen. It's hard to believe that in the 21st century we could go back to emperor worship. But the black horse of famine will be an overwhelming incentive to facilitate the enslaving of the entire population of the earth.